Some fish are legendary, some are sacred, and some will test everything you've got. Across North America, indigenous tribes have fished these waters for centuries, carving traditions, ceremonies, and survival from every catch. Now, we travel deep into their ancestral homelands to uncover stories behind the fish that shape their cultures, and catch some absolute giants along the way. From the raging rivers of the Pacific Northwest to the untouched lakes of the Great Plains, we're hooking into monsters that fed generations and diving headfirst into the traditions that keep them alive today. I'm Robert Jacobo, and this is Indigifish, Tribal Tales. Are you ready to chase something big?
All right, guys, so we're going out for an evening of fishing, but we're dealing with some serious wind swell in this high tide, so we're gonna have to manage our expectations, because even though it's high tide, I mean, these waves are pretty big. And honestly, I'm like, dang. So we're gonna just do whatever we can. But hey, it's a beautiful sunset. That's what it's all about, coming out here and enjoying it. So let's get to it, guys. All right, keep you updated. All right, guys, we did it. We got our line out right at sunset. It's beautiful out here. There's still people on the beach and stuff like that, but we got our line out. We have that 6-ounce torpedo sinker that's sitting on our line right now. And it worked beautifully, because I can't really get too far into the surf without getting just hammered. These waves are huge that are kind of like right here on the surf. So for the safety of myself as well as the equipment, I want to make sure that, you know, we're not necessarily getting ourselves too far into there or anything like that. But shoot, I just reeled back and hunked it out there, and man, that thing flew. So I think that 6-ounce sinker is going to do us well. But other than that, guys, we got a couple sand crabs on the line. They stayed on through the flight, and we're just going to see what happens from there. Pretty awesome in this spot. This is where we came the other day. We caught a guitarfish and a bat ray. Very light on the kelp. Actually, I prefer fishing on this side now that I know about it, but we couldn't fish here this afternoon because it was just jam-packed with people. I mean, it was literally packed over on this side. So now that it's evening and everybody's going home, now we have the opportunity to get ourselves out here in this nice choppy water. This wind swell is crazy. And that's all it really is too. It's just windy waves right in front of you. I mean, I couldn't ever imagine anybody like trying to surf it or anything like that. It's just, if you got in there, man, you're a swimmer. Good luck. Now, there's pros and cons to this wind swell, right? So like the pros, obviously what you have is you have a lot of stuff getting turned up, right? A lot of turbulent action, a lot of stuff getting turned up in the surf. So you got all these sand crabs. I mean, you can see them all right in front of us here. All these sand crabs and stuff. But the thing is, with it being so turbulent as well, now you kind of have to wait for that calming period, that lull, you know, where fish aren't just getting torn apart in the surf because of that turbulent action, right? Some of these waves are pretty big, and I can only imagine if you're a fish, that's not something you want to be a part of. So we want to get our our line out there as deep as we can. But at the same time, right in front of us, it's pretty deep. There we go. Come on. Take another one. And we're on to something. Oh, did I just pull it out? Yeah, I did. Maybe not. Maybe not. I think it might be swimming towards us. All right. We're on something here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. What do we got? What do we got? It feels like it might be a ray. It's swimming though, so we're gonna just have to wait and find out. It's a powerful little thing though, whatever it is. I got some kelp in front of me too, so I don't want it to get too caught up in that. Whatever it is, it's definitely got a powerful thrust, right? So I'm gonna assume maybe a guitarfish. Because those guys are pretty powerful. Yep. And that's what we got, guys. We got ourselves a guitarfish. All right. And look at this guy. He's a beauty. He's a beauty, right? Sorry guys, you don't have my front action camera today, or right now anyways. So we have this guitarfish, right? Pretty powerful, especially in the surf and stuff. These guys, they look like a mix between a stingray and a shark, right? And you could tell kind of at the end there that it was pretty powerful as far as, you know, what it was capable of doing. So let me see something really quick. There we go. So here we are. Beautiful color. Beautiful color. We're gonna get this guy back in the water as soon as we get this hook out. So let's flip him over really quick, see what we got going on. Remember, these circle hooks are great because they just go in and then they just, upon coming out, right, they kind of curl. All right, we're gonna have to relax there, buddy. Want to pop that back out. Yep, I know. Hurts a little bit, but I got you. There we go. And there he is, guys. Got ourselves a nice strong guitarfish to start off the night. Remember, we can only really ask for one. So we're gonna go ahead and get this guy back in nice and safely. These guys like to come in and feed on those sand crabs. That's exactly what he went off and got. Good job. All right, guys. We got our one. Let's see if we can get another one before it gets too dark out here. Man, I gotta say, these waves are beautiful. Like, it's just, you can hear it. It's pure power. We got nature, like this pelican that just flew by. You know, everything is just corresponding together. We just caught that beautiful guitarfish. And it's just like, we came out here earlier, low tide, just wasn't doing it. Now, I'm not saying you can't catch anything during low tide, but I'm gonna guess that it was a little warm. And so sometimes those fish, they retreat to deeper water and stuff. So this is definitely the time to do it. But man, these waves, you can just hear the power in every single one of them. All right, guys, we may have something else on the line. It might be kelp. Looks like it's just a little bit of kelp, but I was feeling a little bit of tug earlier, so we wanted to check our bait anyways before it gets too dark and we can't see the sand crabs. But yeah, it looks like we got ourselves a little bit of kelp here. But we've been battling with this stuff all day, so to get it only one time right now, that's a blessing in disguise. All right, let's get him back out there because we were feeling nibbles, so. And that 6-ounce sinker is working wonders right now, especially in this surf. So we got it back out there, guys. Let's wait till we get a couple more bites, see where we go from there. All right, guys, needed to get to a little bit lit up a place, but yeah, that concludes it for the night. We're about 10 minutes past our hour mark. So we came out here for only an hour and caught ourselves a nice juvenile guitarfish. You know, roughly about 2 feet in length. So that was a nice catch for the evening. Nothing too much after that, right? The water seemed relatively silent after that, but overall, great experience again. Coming out here, the sand crab strikes again, right? Coming out here with no bait. I was a little bit stubborn, didn't want to go get the squid, to be honest. I was like, you know what, the challenge was there, the gauntlet was laid down. I wanted to finish with the sand crab. So if anything, guys, we came out, mission accomplished, did not get skunked today. That was great because we got skunked yesterday on the jetty. But you know what? It was a great time, great sunset once again. And that's the things that you got to be grateful for, right? You got to get out there, be grateful, show some gratitude, and just understand that you're not always going to get every single catch on every single cast. And to be able to pull up that guitarfish and be able to, you know, pull it in on that Garrett reel. By the way, the Garrett reel, like butter with that guitarfish. It was fighting pretty hard too once it got into the surf, really kicking with that tail. But we were able to kind of show it, you know, who was boss when it came down to the reel doing its job. Same thing with the dowel pole. You know, just everything was working together and everything worked really well. So I'm glad that we were able to get out here and do this, and grateful for another night of fishing, guys. So I'm gonna get going, but until next time, guys, you know what? Take care.